Hi, I'm Margie.
And I'm Barb, and together we are the
Real Marketing Mavens. And we just have so much fun talking about marketing, don't we, Barb?
Yeah, we do. And we just love educating people, sharing our font of knowledge.
Oh, yes, we're fonts, all right.
We're fonts.
Today we're going to continue talking about some of the tools in your toolbox, and one of them is broadcast media,
yes.
which would include TV, cable, radio, digital. So
today we're going to concentrate on the visual ones, the TV and the cable, which these tend to be more expensive because you have to shoot the video and then you have to place it, but reuse the video.
Yes, we've already talked about reusing things and taking
helps.
Snippets of things and putting them other places and getting people interested in your message.
Mm-hmm. So like for TV, yes, it can be expensive, but TV has different ways of getting it. So you have 30 seconds, 60 seconds. You can buy the whole break. It might be 2 minutes or whatever. And now they have adlets where you can say, here's Real Marketing Mavens, real stories, real results. And you just get that out there. But the visual would be your logo and your website or your YouTube channel like we have or whatever.
So could you pick where you wanted your ads to be placed?
Well, there's different time periods that are more expensive than others. You hear prime time, which is 8 to 11. Local news is very big, and you have early morning in this marketplace starts at 4 a.m., goes till the national morning shows come on, and then at 9 o'clock then it goes back and you have your afternoon shows, and then you come back at evening, so your evening news at 6 and your 11 o'clock news are generally big, or your 10 o'clock news, depending on what the station does, what they're playing.
Okay, so I have a question. If I wanted to do an adlet as a realtor, for instance, I would want to be placed next to a bigger ad from another realtor. Can you exclude yourself from that?
Well, yeah, they do make sure that there's non-competes.
Oh, that's interesting.
And you could also, let's take a 15-second or a 30-second. You can do a 30-second at the beginning. Somebody else runs in the middle and the 30-second at the end, because a lot of retention is either the first or the end.
Oh, I've seen them.
So that's one of the reasons they do that. But it's different seasons. You've heard of ratings sweeps, which is normally February, May, July, and November, and that's when they all put out all the stops. So you'll hear different stories that are local, that are more local oriented, or let's be blunt, might have more sex in it or whatever. So those are the kinds of times that radio and television really hit.
And why is that? Do they get awards or something for something?
Because they're rating the programs, so that's how you know. But
so they don't rate them all year round. They're just
certain time periods. But now they can, with the way because now you have over the top TV, OTT.
Yeah, that's confusing to me. What is that?
It's just anything that isn't broadcast. It's your streaming services.
Oh,
so you purchase that either as you can opt out. It says ads. Skip this ad. You can do that, or if you really want to get your thing out, you buy it for the whole 30 seconds,
and you can't move.
You can't move. You can't get past it. You have to watch.
Those irritate me, but.
But now you have Netflix just came out recently. You can't share your passwords.
I saw that.
So, and that's going to be the key. And I also read recently that Disney, who owns ESPN, is probably going to make that one more of a streaming service, which is going to change the whole face of TV, because a lot of people, and we have friends who are into that football, they're going to have to buy the streaming service in order to see the game. So the broadcast cable is evolving big time.
I'll say it is, and there's so many of them out there now. How do you know which one to go on to? I guess they have
different demographic and information, and Lifetime or Hallmark. That's a woman. watching that. You have your Netflix that, depending on you watch British. So
I watch BritBox
you watch a lot of
all the time.
BritBox all the time, but I can get that, I think, on Netflix and Hulu. So it depends on, that person. Recently I was doing for an Hispanic client, and now I'm getting all these ads coming in Spanish, and it's like, I just placed it. I didn't have anything to do with it. But the other thing that you have to do, and we're getting into it, political.
Oh.
We're getting into political time. And so 90 days before, they start putting in the political rates. And you can be bumped as because political must run. So
you get the same thing in direct mail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they get precedence over everything, and that's
okay.
Those are the people that make the rules.
Yeah, that's true.
So they've taken care of themselves,
Yes.
basically, bluntly. Put it blunt.
So that's what the video. Make sure you have your video. Make sure you can reuse it on your social so that you can get extra use out of it. And what I like to do with my clients is we take the blooper tape, and at the Christmas party we show them what you didn't see, and so we have some fun with it too. So that's what you need to know about TV, cable, OTT to get your visuals going.
You have questions? Look us up on realmarketingmavens.com and shoot us an email, because we are the
Real Marketing Mavens. Real women,
real stories,
real results.